Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ram Bharat Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Science, Krishna Engineering College, Mohannagar, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to start my lecture third on unit first. This is the third lecture on the curve fitting. In this lecture, we will learn the curve fitting of exponential curve or any other form of the curve by method of least squares and their problems. Clear? The curve fitting of the exponential curve or any other form of the curve by method of least square. Now first, fitting an exponential curve. Fitting an exponential curve. Exponential curve, which is given by is equal to a e to the power b into x. Clear? For exponential curve, taking the log on both sides, taking log base 10, that means simple log on both sides, we get log 10y is equal to log base 10 a into e to the power px. By the property of log, this can be write as log 10a plus log 10 e to the power bx. Again, using the property of log, this becomes, take the constant x, this becomes b log 10 e, log 10 y. Now take this, take capital Y is equal to, this is complete constant term a, and here this is again the complete term, complete constant term. So this may be write as b. This write a and this write complete b, where capital Y is equal to log 10y and capital A is equal to log 10 base log A base 10 and capital B is equal to b small b into log E base 10. The normal equations of first are normal equations of first are corresponding to constant A is sigma capital Y is equal to A n plus capital B sigma x, and the corresponding to constant B is the coefficient of constant B is small x, so multiply whole equation by small x, so this becomes x into capital Y, A into sigma x plus B into sigma x square. Solving these equations with the help of table, we get capital A and capital B. Capital A and capital B. Capital A is, the value of capital A is log A is equal to something. Taking anti-log, we get A is equal to something, right? A is equal to something. Again, and capital B is B log 10e equal to something. So capital B is something divided by log 10 e. So we get the value of something. Put this value in equation. Put these values in equation y is equal to a e to the power bx. We get best fitted curve. This is the curve fitting of the exponential curve. Now we find any other form of the curve fit the curve. Y is equal to ax plus b x square. Here number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns equal to 2. Normal equation corresponding to a. Normal equation corresponding to a becomes the coefficient of a is x. So multiply whole equation by x and then take summation. X y is equal to a x square and b x cube, and then take summation. So this becomes sigma x y is equal to a sigma x square plus b sigma x cube. Next, normal equation corresponding to v. Equation corresponding to v. The coefficient of b is x square. So multiply whole equation by x square and take summation. So this equation becomes x square y is equal to a x cube plus b x to the power 4, and the take summation sigma x, take the constant outside. So these are the normal equations. Solve the value of a and b. We get the solve these equation for a and b. We get the value of a, input this value in equation first. We get the best fitted curve. Clear? The next, fit the curve. Fit the curve y is equal to a x plus b upon x square. Here normal equations is to number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns. Unknowns is equal to 2, corresponding to constant a and corresponding to constant b. Corresponding to constant a. So coefficient of a is x. So multiply whole equation by x and then take summation. This becomes sigma xy. Sorry, this becomes xy is equal to a x square plus b into 1 upon x. Take the summation sigma x. Take the constant outside. This is the equation second. Normal equation corresponding to b. The coefficient of b is x square. So multiply whole equation by x square and take the summation. So this equation becomes y upon x square is equal to a y x and b y x to the power 4, and take the summation sigma x, take the constant outside, right? These are the normal equation for the equation first. Clear? Solve this equation for a and b. Put this value in equation first, we get best fitted curve. Now fit the next curve. Fit the curve. Fit the curve y is equal to a plus b by x plus c by x square. Here number of normal equations are number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns. Unknowns is equal to 3. Normal equation corresponding to a. Normal equation corresponding to a is sigma y is equal to a n plus b sigma 1 upon x plus c sigma 1 upon x square. Because the coefficient of a is 1, so multiply whole equation by 1 and take summation. Normal equation corresponding to unknown b. The coefficient of b is 1 by x. So multiplying whole equation 1 by x and takes the summation. So this becomes y upon x is equal to a 1 upon x plus v 1 upon x square plus c 1 upon x cube, and take the summation sigma 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 sigma. Clear? The normal equation corresponding to c, normal equation corresponding to c. The coefficient of c is 1 upon x square, so multiplying whole equation by 1 upon x square and take the summation. So equation becomes y upon x square is equal to a into 1 upon x square plus b into 1 upon x cube plus c into 1 upon x to the power 4 and take the summation. Take the constant outside from the summation. So this becomes, these are the normal equations. This is the second equation, this is the third equation, this is the fourth equation. Here one is this. Clear? The equation second, third, fourth are normal equation. We solve the equation for ABC. We get the value of ABC. Put this value ABC in equation. First we get the best fitted curve. Clear? Now fit the next curve. Fit the next curve. Next curve is y is equal to c naught upon x plus c1 under root x. Here number of normal equations, number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns. Unknowns is equal to 2. Normal equation corresponding to c naught. Normal equation corresponding to c naught. The coefficient of c naught is 1 upon x. So multiplying whole equation by 1 by x and then take summation. Multiplication whole equation by 1 by x and take summation. 1 upon x square plus c1 under root x by x. Cancel out the x by under root x times. So and take the summation. So y upon x, sigma y upon x, c naught sigma 1 upon x square plus c1 sigma 1 upon under root x. This is the equation number second. Now normal equation corresponding to c1. The coefficient of c1 is under root x. So multiply whole equation by under root x and then take summation. So equation first becomes y under root x is equal to c naught under root x y x plus c1 under root x into under root x. So cancel out this y under root x and take the summation. So this becomes y into sigma y under root x is equal to c naught, take the outside and take the summation sigma 1 upon under root x sigma under root x. This is the equation third. Equation second, third are the normal equation corresponding to equation first. Clear? Solve the equation. We get the value of c naught and c1. Put the value of c1 and c2 in equation first. We get the required best fit curve of the equation. Now we learn the next normal equation. This 6. Fit the curve. Fit the curve. Curve is given here. 2 to the power x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Here number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns is equal to 3. Normal equation corresponding to normal equation corresponding to A. The coefficient of A is x square, so multiply whole equation by x square and then take summation. So this becomes x square into 2 to the power x, A x to the power 4 plus B x cube plus C x square, and take the summation. Normal equation corresponding to constant B. The coefficient of B is x, so multiplying whole equation by x and take the summation. Clear? First we multiply x and then take summation. A x cube and B x square into cx. Right? Now take the summation. After multiplying, take the summation. So this becomes sigma 2 e to x into e to the power 2x is equal to A sigma x cube plus B sigma x square and C sigma x. Normal equation corresponding to constant C. Now the constant of C is 1. So multiplying whole equation by 1 and take summation. So equation 1 is as it is because we multiplying by 1. So this right, clear? And after multiplying, take the summation. So this becomes 2 to the power x, take constant outside from summation, and this becomes C into sigma 1. Sigma 1 is n. This is the equation number 2nd, equation 3rd, this is the equation number 4. Equation 2nd, 3rd, 4 are the normal equation corresponding to equation 1st. Clear? Solve this equation with the help of the tables. We find the value of ABC. Put this value ABC in equation 1st. We get the best fitted curve. Now fit the last equation. Fit the curve. Curve is given that here ft is equal to A e to the power minus 3t plus B e to the power minus 2t. Clear? This is the curve. Here t is the independent variable. Here number of normal equations are number of normal equations is equal to number of unknowns is equal to 2. Normal equation corresponding to A. Normal equation corresponding to constant A. Multiplying equation first. Here coefficient of A is e to the power minus 3t. So multiplying whole equation by e to minus 3t and then take summation. So this becomes ft into e to the power minus 3t becomes A e to the power minus 6t plus B e to the power minus 5t. After multiplying, take the summation. Take constant outside from this. This is the normal equation corresponding to constant A. Clear? Now find the normal equation corresponding to equation corresponding to unknown B. Multiplying since the coefficient of B is e to the minus 3t, so multiplying whole equation by e to the power minus 2t and then take summation. So this becomes ft into e to the power minus 2t is equal to a e to the power minus 5t plus b e to the power 4t, and after multiplying take the summation. This is the normal equation corresponding to constant b. Now we find the value of a and b. With the help of the table, we find the value of a and b. Put this value in a in equation first, we get the best fit at curve. Clear? Now we learn one problem here based on exponential curve. This is the problem, very important problem, asked many times in your exam. The pressure of a gas corresponding to various volume is measured given by the following data. The volume V is given 50, 60, 70, 90, 100. The pressure kg per centimeter square is given 64.7, 51.3, 40.3, 20, 25.9, 78. Fit the data to the equation. The equation with PV to the power gamma is equal to C. Here, the first row is always dependent variable, and so we treat this the first variable as x and the variable given in the second row dependent variable. In the Abit problem, we express dependent variable in the terms of independent variable. Clear? Dependent variable in the terms of independent variable. So here we put P in the terms of V. Clear? This is a very important concept. Use this concept here. So we put P in the terms of V. So the given equation is P V to the power gamma is equal to C. Here we express P in the terms of V. So take P is LHS and all the terms in RHS. Take the log on both sides, log P, take the simple log. Log P is equal to log C by property of the log V power gamma. Again we use the property that this becomes log P is equal to log C minus gamma log C. Take log P as capital Y, and this is the totally constant term, so it take capital A minus gamma, take the capital plus B, and the log V take the capital X. Here capital Y is equal to log 10P and capital A is equal to log 10C, right? And capital V is equal to minus gamma and capital X is equal to log V. Normal equation of the straight line y is equal to a plus bxr correspond to constant sigma y is equal to a n plus b sigma x, and sigma capital X into capital Y is equal to a sigma capital X plus b sigma capital X square. Clear? The corresponding to constant A and corresponding to constant B. Now construct the table. Here we need the sigma capital Y, sigma capital X, sigma capital X Y, and sigma capital X square. So we write the value of V and value of P, which is given as it is in the problem. Now capital Y is equal to log P. Log P, the value of P is this. Log 64.7 is 1.8109. The value of log 51 is 1.7101. The value of log 40.3 is 1.6053. The value of log 25.9 1.4132, and the value of log 78 1.89. Find the summation sigma capital Y is 8.34351. Now find the capital X log V. The value of V corresponding value of given here. The log 50 is 1.6989, and the value of 60 1.7881. The value of 70 1.8451. The value of 90 1.9542, and value of 102. Here we pick the Kelsey up to 4 decimal places, right? Now value of capital XY is 3.0765. Multiplying this and this corresponding value, and we construct the column corresponding to capital X into capital Y, and find the summation capital X capital Y is equal to 15.6225, and the value corresponding to X square. Find the value of capital X is given. The value of X square is find the easily. 1.6989 square is 2.886. Similarly, find the value of corresponding all the other value, and the value of corresponding sigma X square 17.2606. Now put these value in the equation 4 and 5. Use the sigma Y, sigma X, sigma XY, and sigma X square. So we get the value of by solving with the help of calculator. B gets capital A and capital B. Clear? So capital A, the value of capital A is log C. So put this value, the capital A, this is the value capital A. Log C is equal to 2.2322. Take the anti-log. Taking anti-log. So we get the value of C is 170.6861. And the value of V is minus gamma, and the value of B is, put the value of, so gamma is this. So we get the value of C and gamma. Put these value in equation. First we get best fitted exponential curve. Clear? Now next question. This is the very, very important problem which is asked in your exam many times. Fit the curve. Given curve is y is equal to c naught upon x plus c1 under root x to the following data. So here number of normal equations are number of unknowns 2. Normal equation corresponding to constant to c naught and corresponding to c1, right? Add a normal equation directly corresponding to constant c naught corresponding to constant c1. Clear? Why the normal equations? We find the column corresponding to the value of x is given here, the value of y is also given here. So we find the column corresponding to y upon x. We need sigma y upon x, and we need y under root x here. So find corresponding column, and find the column corresponding sigma under root x, and the column corresponding to sigma 1 upon x square. So construct the table on the next page. We need the following term: sigma x summation x and sigma y upon x, sigma y under root x, and sigma 1 upon under root x, and sigma 1 upon x square. Clear? So there is a table, they are given the value of x and y, right? Y upon x is 21 by 0.121. Similarly, find all other entries. So we find the sigma capital Y upon x. Here there is no need to sigma y, because sigma y is not present in my normal equation. So no need. Don't waste your time finding the sigma y in your exam. Clear? Find the sigma y and y under root x. Now find the y under root x. Y, the value of y is 21. Under root x means write the value of 0.1 under root x, bracket close. So the value y under root x is this, corresponding the value of, find all the value of this. Also fix the calci up to 4 decimal in the every problem. Clear? So sigma y under root x is 33.7149. Y upon under root x, find the y upon the value of y. 1 upon under root 0.1 is this, 1 upon under root 0.2 is this, 1 upon under root point this, 1 upon under root 5.5 this, 1 upon under root 1 this, 1 upon, find the summation. Sigma 1 upon under root x 10.10039 3, sorry. And the 1 upon x square, 1 upon x square means 1 upon 0.1 square, that is 100. 1 upon 0.2 square, and again find the value of 1 upon x square, 136.5. Clear? Put this value in the equation, second and third. Equation second and third. So equation second, third becomes, solve y calculator. We get the value of C naught C1. Put this value in the equation first. We get the best fitted curve. This is the answer. I hope you understand very well these two problems. Okay, thank you.